Mark sat down with a top 41, Max Gonzalez, and Mark began by asking him exactly what he does on Twitch.
What I do on it is mainly just getting people, invested in me, the personality, trying to be as entertaining. It's more of like a show, really, for me. I mean, there's green screen, there's, production quality and all that stuff. I'll invite guests onto a show that we do weekly sometimes where we have a few beverages, get a little loose and just, be silly together and play multiplayer games that are really, fun and engaging for the viewers to watch. And all the while, too, me just being a goofball. My followers on Twitch are coming up to about 700,000 followers on there. And then usual concurrence, just people that are in the stream on average is anywhere from like 3,000 to 5,000 at any given time. Sometimes it jumps up to 7,000 to 10,000, depending on what game I'm playing. And
you have a lot of followers, but is it even more important to make sure that they're engaged and interacting with you?
Of course, yeah. And I think that's one of the things that draws people to live streams the most over like traditional media, is that there's that sense of community, first of all. I've spent many years just trying to build a community that's not only just, they have the thing in common of watching me, but also just making sure it's a fun, safe space for people. They have friends. There's been plenty of people that have met their girlfriend, sometimes their wife, through just like, hey, we met on your chat or whatever. But it's definitely something that I always make sure is a big part of the stream, is making sure they feel a part of it, because you don't get that anywhere else, just that instant interaction. And it becomes a little bit difficult sometimes, especially when you grow your audience to a certain point, to try to keep that interaction going. You have to balance that. You have to balance playing the game, balance trying to be entertaining and all that stuff, while also giving shout outs and attention to the people that are supporting you.
You're a Twitch broadcasting partner. What's that entail?
They came out with a partner system which allowed us to, monetize our content by the way of running ads, and then they came up with a subscription service, so people can pay $5 a month to get access to special chat privileges. They get shout outs. It pops up on the stream, and shows that they're supporting the stream. There's a whole bunch of different ways that each broadcaster, creates value for them. But the big thing is just they realize that this is somebody that they really like watching. They end up finding out they watch it a lot more than TV, just because it's more relevant to their interests and stuff. So they want to support it, and they have an option to with the subscription model.
How much money can you make as a Twitch partner?
Myself and others definitely can make a living on it. Anywhere in the range of 10,000 to 20,000 to 30,000 a month is what you can do from the upper echelon and higher tier streamers that have been doing it for a long time.
And you're in the upper echelon?
Yeah.
That's at least $120,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like I said, it started back when I started. It was just something I really liked doing. I saw that it was growing more, and I didn't exactly know where it was going, but I had a feeling, that this isn't going away, and it's something that I'm really passionate about and that I love doing.
How has this helped you outside of Twitch, your brand?
Yeah, for me, the goal has just been to develop an internet personality. Not people just getting in, too invested in just the games themselves. You want people to get invested in the personality behind it. So there's been plenty of different ways I can, use that audience that's on Twitch or YouTube to go into many other different things. We just came off of a panel talking about voice acting, and now it's become more and more prevalent that indie devs will want to work with people that are on Twitch because they see them playing the game. And I mentioned too, like, it's something that I really want to see happen more, because there's plenty of people like myself who do voice act and are always constantly looking for, the next big game or the next big, opportunity to be a part of like a special project that might blow up depending on how popular the game is.
Many still wonder, why not just play video games instead of just watching?
The parallel that I usually draw is, well, why do you watch sports? Why do you watch someone playing football? Why don't you just go play football? If somebody's really good at a game and you want to learn something from them, you're going to do that. Or if somebody's just generally, an interesting person, they have a personality that is, very attractive to an audience, it's the same thing. Just because you can play the game doesn't mean you. And another thing too is, a lot of people want to figure out if it's a game that they want to play, but they don't have the money to buy every single game that you can out there. So they'll go on Twitch and they'll see people that are playing the game, and one, they're funny, they're cool, but two, they're also getting a little bit of information about the game, and they make a more informed decision about whether or not they want to purchase it for themselves.
You're 25 years old. Has your family gone beyond saying, what in the world are you doing?
I don't know if everybody in my family understands what I do exactly. They kind of get an idea of it. Of course, my parents gave me a hard time when I was younger, staying up real late, streaming and recording stuff for YouTube and all these things. But now they get it. I sat down with my mom at a certain point. I'm like, Mom, this isn't a phase, Mom. No, this is something that is going to become something much bigger. And I've seen, you know, friends of mine have success with it. I know that if I continue and if I do it right now, I'm going to have a lot more advantages, and I'll be better off than if I try to do it, you know, a number of years later. And thankfully it panned out, and she still remembers to this day when I had that conversation with her. But yeah, they're in full support of what I do now.